everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody had a good week. I had a so-so week. It's been in the upper 90s all week and I can't stand it. I cannot take the heat and it's just making me miserable. Also, it's been a sad week. There's been a lot of things going on in the news that is kind of heartbreaking to me anyway. So this week has not been a really good week, but it sure will get better. Hopefully it will get better. So today's video is based off of a herbal oil that I make. I made 2 batches so far. I've been doing this since January and I thought it'd be a good idea to share it. So basically it's a bunch of oils that's infused with some herbs and I think probably 2 teas. I have done some research on the things that I am using in this video and I think every herb and oil is beneficial for me. I also will be explaining the herbs and the oils and why I use them and how they can help with the hair. So the first thing I'm going to need is this. So this is what I'm going to use. I'm also going to need a measuring cup, tablespoon, and when I am finished with everything, I will be putting it in this once it's time for me to use it. So let's begin. So the first thing I'm going to use is green tea leaves. Now I chose green tea leaves because they have more nutrients and antioxidants than black tea. Plus it stimulates hair growth. Oh, excuse me. It reduces hair fall and it also gives super shine. So that's why I chose to use green tea. And I use a tablespoon of that. Everything I brought is I got it from Savory. Let me see, hold on. Everything I bought it off of Savory Teas and Herbs.com. I'm going to put that in the link so you know where to get it. And all of these teas and herbs, I don't think I paid over $10 for them. It's a really cheap site if you want herbs and teas. So this is the amount of green tea I'm going to use, and I'm going to just put it in there. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to use is Fenugreek Seeds. I'm going to use Fenugreek Seeds, and I chose Fenugreek Seeds because it helps with dandruff. It treats scalp issues like baldness, hair, and hair thinning. And also helps moisturize hair and bring back luster. So I'm going to use a teaspoon of that. This is the Fenugreek Seeds. Well, it's probably going to get messy in here. And I'm just going to put it in there. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to use is Chamomile Flower. And I chose Chamomile Flower because it soothes the scalp and it prevents dry scalp. So I'm going to use a teaspoon of that. This is the Chamomile Flower. I'm just going to put it in there. I'm going to have some cleaning to do. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to use is hops flower. Have you ever heard of people doing beer rinses? It's because hops is in beer, and hops help with shedding and hair loss. And I have hops flowers right here. I'm not gonna put this on the spoon because it comes as a whole, kind of like a whole leaf. And so I'm gonna just take like 3 bundles. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. Probably like, so this is the hops flower, and I'm just gonna put a couple of those in there. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just 4. So I put some hops Okay, and Maddie's back. Okay, so now that situation is handled. The next thing I'm going to use is Lavender Flower. And I chose lavender because lavender helps with itchy scalp, and it also helps with chronic itchy scalp. Anybody's whose scalp is always itching, lavender flower helps with that. And it also helps for those who suffer with, I hope I'm saying it right, alopecia. So this is the lavender flower, and I'm going to put it in the jar. So the next thing I'm going to use is a rosemary leaf. Rosemary it prevents premature graying, and it also helps with circulation through the scalp. This is the rosemary, and I'm going to put it in the jar. So the next thing I'm going to use is Burdock Root. And Burdock Root strengthens the hair due to its vitamin A and fatty acids. It reduces symptoms of scalp conditions like dandruff, itchy scalp, redness, and scalp infections. I like burdock root. I love it in my hair products too. So this is burdock. I'm going to put it in the jar. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to use is Calendula. I think that's how you say it. Yeah, Calendula Flower. Yes, okay. And it is rich in minerals and antioxidants. It promotes growth of stronger hair by increasing collagen production and circulation in hair follicles. This stuff is awesome. It also comes whole. This is the flower. And so I'll just pull the stem off and put probably like 4 bunches in there. 2. I could leave the stem on because none of this stuff is going to go in the oil. It will be drained, so it really doesn't matter if I pull it off. 3 and 4. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to use is Peppermint Leaf. And Peppermint Leaf stimulates hair growth, basically. Okay, and that is Peppermint Leaf right there. So the next thing I'm going to use, I know it seems like a lot, but this oil is bomb. It just helps. It just helps with my hair. And I've put all of this in there, everything that I've been using, and I haven't had any problems with my scalp. I rarely have any scalp issues. Okay, so the next thing is Rosehip Flower. And Rosehip is filled with antioxidants. It has vitamin A, E, and C, and it strengthens and nourishes hair, and it hydrates the scalp. And so I'm going to get a teaspoon of that. This is rosehip. And I'm going to put it in my jar. Okay, last but not least, finally, we get the last one. And that is, Nettle Leaf. Nettle Leaf helps combat hair loss. So this is Nettle Leaf. Let me get it. And I'm going to put that in my jar. So that is all the herbs and teas that I put in there. That's how it looks. Okay, so now that we have added all the herbs and teas into the jar, now it's time to add the oils. And so the first oil that I'm going to use is the Vatika Naturals Coconut Enriched Hair Oil. I use a little bit of this. I don't use a lot of it because it's coconut and I really don't like to put coconut on my scalp. But this oil, it doesn't affect me as just plain coconut oil would. It doesn't dry my scalp out like coconut oil usually does. And I like this oil. It says it has coconut in it, castor, and henna. Yeah. It is used to help add volume and make hair look thicker. So I don't use a lot of this. Okay, so this is where it's at. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little bit under the 1/4 cup. And so I just pour it in here. See, I use a little bit of that. I don't use a lot of it. Okay, so the next oil is pure grapeseed oil. I use this is the bottle. And grapeseed oil has vitamin E in it. It helps with hair growth. It's a light oil and protein. It has protein, minerals, and linoleic acid in it. Yeah. That's it, right? Lino. 1/3 a cup of that. My boys use it too. They're trying to be down, so yeah. So that's how much it is now. Okay, so the next oil we're going to use is pure Safflower Oil. This is the bottle. And it is rich in oleic, I think that's how you say it, oleic acid, which is capable of safeguarding hair and scalp. I don't know what it means by safeguarding, but I guess protecting your hair from the outside elements. And so I'm pouring this in there. I'm going to use 1/3. This oil is also a very light oil. And I use a little bit more of that. So I use a 1/2 cup of the Safflower Oil. It's really, really light. Really, really light oil. Okay, so I'm going to pour that in here. Okay. So the next oil I'm going to use, which is I think my second favorite oil, and that is avocado oil. And avocado oil helps with growth. Ooh. God. Okay. Hopefully I got it all off, but yeah. Back to what I was saying. Avocado. Was I saying avocado? Oh Lord. Avocado oil. It helps with growth. Has vitamin D in it, which is crucial for generating new hair follicles. So I'm gonna take that. I'm going to pour it in there. Okay. So the next oil that I'm going to use is jojoba oil. Ooh. Oh, that is. Look, this is the bottom. Jojoba oil. And it helps with hair growth. It's capable of moisturizing the hair and its follicles without leaving any residue. And it helps hair cells to reproduce themselves rapidly. So I do use a 1/2 cup of that. I'm going to pour it in my jar. Okay. And last but not least, it is my all-time favorite oil, and that is olive oil. This one is extra virgin olive oil. I have just regular store oil that I brought from the supermarket. This bottle is because my kids be going in there and they be using this alone sometimes. Everybody want to be in my stuff. I'm asking. Knowing I'm OCD about that. Knowing I am. So, olive oil is, it strengthens and shines. It has vitamin A and E in it, plus antioxidants. It helps protect keratin in the hair and seals and moisturizer. So, to top this off, because this is my favorite oil, it's easy to access, I use 1 full cup of this. Yes, I do. And I'm just going to pour it in the rest. And that tops off my batch of herbal oil. And what I'll do is I'll put the top on it. Shake it up. And this will sit on my bathroom shelf until I'm ready to use it, which probably will be around August. I think I'll be using it. Yeah, I think around August we should be finished with the oil we have, and then we'll fill this up, and this will be nice and infused by then. Nice lightweight oil. I love this oil. It doesn't take that much to make. Once you make it, it'll be a while before you make it again. And so that's how I make my herbal oils, my herbal oil. But that's it. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Everybody be safe out there in the streets, because it is crazy and it's dangerous, and just be careful. And everybody enjoy the rest of the week. God bless.